What's up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today, you guys, with a brand new review for The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. This is season 14, you guys, episode 16. And this episode was titled, what was this episode title? Sutton, I think I have it wrong in the title. Sutton on trial at sea. Now, before we go ahead and get into it, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on the channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and also by turning on your post notifications, you guys. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's go ahead and discuss this episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, shall we? All right, you guys. So if you guys watched this episode, tell me what you guys thought about it down in the comment section below. I know next week is the season finale, you guys. And honestly, I'm kind of happy that next week is the finale. This season, I feel like, you know, some of these housewives have given, some of them haven't given. But you guys will definitely tell me what you think and what you feel in the comment section below. Now, also, you guys, today is the panel for whether you like it or not. I believe we're going to be on Scotty's channel tonight. I believe I'm not sure. I think we're on Scotty's channel tonight. I'll put it in, you know, once the link is available, I'll definitely put it down in the, I guess I'll put it on the community tab for you guys. But yeah, be sure to check us out tonight on the panel. And that's all I got, you guys. So let's go ahead and get into the episode. It wasn't a whole hell of a lot for me to discuss, but again, we'll discuss it nonetheless. I feel like there was a lot of hypocrisy with certain women. Now, we see the ladies as they're getting ready for dinner. So we see as Kyle and Garcelle had on the same outfit. We also found out strangely from Dorit that she doesn't like to get naked in front of PK. I was like, okay, girl, don't care. Didn't want to know this, but thanks for sharing nonetheless, right? Thank you for sharing nonetheless. So I love Jennifer Tilly. Like I've said numerous times before, I think Jennifer Tilly is a really, really good addition to this cast. Oh, also, you guys, just a little FYI, if my energy, if it seems low, that's because it is low. Because if you guys are not, you know, familiar with the channel, then you guys know that today is March 19th, and today would have been my grandmother's 102nd birthday, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it would have been her 102nd birthday. And also today makes 8 years that my mom passed away. So if my energy is not giving, that's why my energy is not giving, because I just ain't really feeling it today. But I'm gonna rock and roll with this nonetheless. So we see as Dorit is telling Sutton that she feels the last few months she has been very mean-spirited towards her. But I'm like, but you haven't been the nicest person to her either. But okay, touche. She said she's wanted to overcome it, but it wasn't on the table. And then Sutton told her, like, don't just put this all on me. And I agree with Sutton. Like, don't just sit here and make Sutton out to be the bad person, because Dorit, it takes two to tango with each other, right? So then Dorit said that, you know, Sutton rejected any conversations and she went lower. Okay, she went lower, whatever. So then Jennifer and Kyle said that, well, they believe she meant what she said about the soul sisterhood thing. So then Erica decided to chime in, and Erica said that she thinks she means what she says every time, but sometimes it just turns. And I'm like, oh my God, Erica, are you really going to sit here and make this about yourself and try to victimize yourself once again? You're not a victim, Erica. Please stop. So Dorit told her that, she can't be a victim. And so Dorit then says to Sutton that she takes accountability when she makes a mistake. And I was like, girl, that is bullshit. You do not take accountability when you make a mistake. But if that's the lie that you want to tell yourself and perpetuate, then by all means, go ahead and do it. But that is a load and crock of bullshit, Dorit. But whatever. So Sutton decided that she wanted to apologize to Dorit for the whole, pick on someone with the same wallet size as you, right? And Dorit says, I hear you, but. And then she told Sutton that she's very passive aggressive and she feels like the apology should have come earlier. And I was like, ma'am, like, what are you talking about? The apology should have come earlier. Like, she's apologizing to you now. Either you accept it or you don't. Even Bose had to sit there and say to her, Dorit, like, she's apologizing to you right now. Do you accept the apology? And she would never say yes or no. And it's like, she obviously doesn't want to accept the apology because all you have to do, if you don't accept the apology, you can say to Sutton, I hear you, Sutton, I don't accept the apology, whatever, but it's just like you putting 20 on 10 at this point to read, and it was honestly annoying me. It was really getting on my nerves, and I was just like, if she don't shut up about this shit, like, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about? So then after that, Bose and like Bose, like did I say it? If I didn't say it, I'm saying it again. Bose and Garcelle had to chime in and say she's apologizing to you. Like she literally was apologizing to you, Dorit. You can't sit there and accept it, right? So Dorit is clearly not listening to Sutton or the other women. They then asked her if they so Bose asked Dorit, is there anything that you can apologize to Sutton for? And so she apologized to her for the drinking thing, saying, she was wrong. But then she says to her, I would have apologized to you at that moment if you didn't call me a bitch. So you put a caveat on your apology, but Sutton can have, but there's no caveat when it comes to like Dorit is insufferable. Dorit can go to hell because if you felt like you were wrong, then you would have apologized to her right then, but you didn't feel like you were wrong. So go to hell, Dorit. So the same thing that you're trying to come at Sutton for is something similar that you've done. But okay, whatever. Moving on. So then we see as Bose, she said she went out one night to a restaurant and Mauricio was there, right? And I guess Mauricio was there with that girl that he's dating. And so Bose had sent Kyle a voice memo. And in the voice memo, Bose is basically saying the girl ain't that cute. If he gonna try to get with another girl, he should have got with somebody that looked better, I guess. Bose also said she wanted to go over there and just push them. I was like, girl, that ain't got nothing to do with you. But okay, you trying to show Kyle that you're riding for her, cool. So then Garcelle brought up Morgan and not knowing what the situation is and not knowing how they approach the situation. And so Kyle says the whole thing about the concert is that was always an appearance that was on the books. And I was like, okay, Kyle. Now here's one thing that I will say when it comes to Kyle and this whole Morgan thing. I'm honestly tired of it. If we're keeping a buck with each other, I'm irritated with it for two reasons. And listen to me when I say it, you guys. So the one reason why I'm annoyed with it is because Kyle keeps dangling it, and that's a problem to me. Now, what I will say is, when it comes down to it, I'm not going to sit here and say to Kyle, "Oh, you need to come out the closet." I'm not going to say that because people do things in their own timing when it's beneficial and it's right for them. So I'm not going to sit here and say that she needs to come out the closet. But what I also will say is, Kyle, what you need to stop doing is You need to stop playing with this and toying with, like, it's like a you're a kid with a, like, you're goading a kid with a toy. Like, either you're gonna tell people what it is with you and Morgan, or you're not. And if you want things to be private with you and Morgan, then one, you should have never brought her on the show last season. That's number one. Number two, these things that you're doing with her, you should stop them. Like, those are my sentiments when it comes to Kyle. I'm, again, like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you who to, love. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that you need to come out of the closet. But I will say, please stop dangling this toy carrot over our heads. Like, you want the toy, you want the toy, you want the toy. Well, you're not gonna get it. Like, please stop doing that. So Sutton kind of chimed in, and Garcelle felt the way, and I kind of got where Garcelle was coming from. Now, what I also will say about Garcelle, so she was on Watch What Happens Live last night. That white woman that was beside her from White Lotus, that lady was doing a little bit too much for me and my liking, with the hands and all that kind of shit. Sus was doing way too much, but that's neither here nor there, right? So after that, we see Dorit, Bose, and Erica. They sat down. So Erica is taking her extensions out, and she sat them on the couch. And Bose, like, this is the second time a white woman has taken her hair out and put it down on the couch. So Erica, actually, no, Bose, this is the first time that I can really say, I'm here for you. I rode for you, because you actually called Dorit out, because you're telling Dorit that Sutton did apologize to you. You just chose not to accept it. And I was like, thank God. Like, she basically told her you railroaded Sutton after she apologized to you. And she asked her, what do you want from Sutton? Dorit says she just wants it to be more than just words. And I was like, girl, shut up. Because you give, like, when you apologize, it's just words when it comes to you. What action do you want from Sutton? Like, what do you want? Like Sutton said, what do you fucking want from her? Like, I'm actually with Sutton. What the fuck do you want from her, Dorit? She apologized to you. The problem with Dorit is she doesn't feel that Sutton was sincere. She feels that Sutton did this for the perception of the ladies. I disagree with that, but you guys can tell me if you agree or disagree, and we can move on. So the next scene we see is Sutton, Garcelle, and Jennifer Tilly. So they're talking, right? And Sutton said that she won't apologize to Dorit again, and both Jennifer and Garcelle said she shouldn't. And so then Garcelle called out Sutton because, she feels like Sutton didn't have her back at the table when it came to Kyle, because both Garcelle and Sutton have both discussed Kyle and his relationship, or lack thereof, with Morgan. But now, when I'm sitting here asking her again about it, you want to kind of shut up and tell her, oh, it's okay. Do it in your, which again is right. Do it in her own time. But if y'all have had conversations about it, then suddenly you look like you are backtracking and pussy popping at this point, right? So Garcelle tells Sutton it feels like she has on a blindfold when it comes to Kyle. And Sutton said, well, you did the same thing last year. And Garcelle got pissed off and went to bed, right? So the next morning we see as Garcelle and Sutton had breakfast with each other. And Sutton, Garcelle actually apologized to Sutton for walking away. She did tell her she didn't feel like she had her back when they were talking with Kyle the night before, and that she wasn't listening, right? And she just wanted her to back her up. And I guess they're going to be fine and move forward. So then the next thing we have is them on the boat. So Dorit went to go talk to Kyle, and she's talking to Kyle about her relationship with Kathy and Kim. I don't care about Dorit, to be quite honest with you. Kyle says that not Dorit, but Kim is doing good. I hope Kim is doing good. I pray for Kim. I really do. Hey Q1, how are you doing today? Like, I really do pray for Kim. That she's sober and living a good, healthy life, right? So then Sutton is telling the girls that she did mean that apology to Dorit, and she felt badly about her comments. So Erica says that she noticed that she's very critical and not the most compassionate when the women are going through difficult things in their lives. And I was like, Erica, are you once like, here we go again, Erica, you're making this about you. The things that Sutton was saying season 10, 11, and 12 about you with the lawsuit, especially season 10, the woman just wanted to ask questions to know what they could talk about, if they could be implicated in things and things of that nature. Like, you putting 20 on 10 when it comes to you. Last season with Kyle, did Sutton do the most when it came to Kyle? Yes. Is she doing a lot when it comes to Dorit? A little bit, but Dorit has asked for it, and Sutton is giving it to her, right? So I don't really necessarily feel bad for any. Honestly, I don't feel bad for Erica, Kyle, or Dorit. I honestly don't. But Erica is sitting here making this about herself, and it's just like, ma'am, I wish you would stop. I wish you would stop trying to, like, you're still 3 years later trying to victimize yourself. I wish you would stop it, and expeditiously at that. Uh Keywan says Erica worked on my nerve, mine too. And the fact is, right now today, I ain't even in a good mood, and she worked my nerves. So then she says, with Sutton, she poses as a friend, but works as an enemy. Well, Erica, that sounds like you too. That sounds a little bit like you, but okay, if that's what you want to say, cool, go off, have at it, right? Sutton said that is a strong statement, and I actually agree with that, right? She says she had, and Sutton is like, but I've apologized to you. I've apologized to Kyle. I've apologized to Dorit. Like, what more do you fucking want from me? And I agree with Sutton, right? I agree. What more do you fucking want? She says she's tired of it, and she didn't ask them again. What more? What do they want from her? What do they fucking want from her? So Kyle and Dorit heard them arguing, and so they went back on. So they're on a catamaran. If I didn't say what they were on, they're on a catamaran. So they went back to the catamaran. They went back down where the girls are, and so this is where Sutton is like, I've apologized to you. I've apologized to you. Me and you are in a good space. I love you. I've apologized to you. And Erica says, I know, I know. And Kyle was like, she's talking to me. And again, like I said, what y'all want from this woman? Like, I don't get what y'all want from her. It just really felt like it's beat up on Sutton Day, and I wasn't here for it. I really wasn't here for it because it just felt like let's beat up on Sutton, let's beat up and pile up on Sutton, and it was honestly getting on my last damn nerves. So Sutton was talking to Dorit, and Dorit says to her to speak in English. I said, "Girl, what?" And I was with Sutton. Speaking of fake English accents, would that be better for you? That was It was really the gang up on Sutton that kind of annoyed me. Like, it was the gang up, and it was really mostly Erica. Like, here's my thing with you, Erica. She's apologized to you for what happened with you and her. You have never apologized to that woman for the way you snapped at her or anything like that. I don't remember you ever apologizing to her. And if you did apologize to her, I don't think it was genuine or sincere. But that's the end of the episode. It was a to be continued episode. So you guys know next week is the season finale of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And I'm pretty positive they have a 3-part reunion. Although, honestly, this season, it didn't really give a 3-part reunion. Beverly Hills this season didn't give a 3-part reunion. I mean, when I know how people feel about Renna, and I know people don't want Renna back, but even with Renna, with her mess and her mess and drama gave a 3-part reunion. This season, it really didn't give a 3-part reunion. Do I still like the girls? I think this is a good group of girls. I do think this is a good group of girls, minus a few people, minus maybe one person in particular, Dorit. We can do without her. But overall, season 14 it's been okay. It ain't been the best season. I'm honestly ready for the Real Housewives of Miami to come back. That is what I'm looking forward to. But yeah, you guys, that is all I got. Be sure to like the video, you guys. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on your post notifications. Share the video, you guys, and I will catch you guys in the next one, you guys. Did I say my closing? I think I just said it. If I didn't, y'all know the closing. Stay safe, take care of yourselves, wash your hands, be blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. If you guys can't tell that I'm my again, like I said, I apologize. My mood is down today. Hopefully, it'll be back up tomorrow. Also, you guys, just a quick little reminder, so you guys know that Beyond the Gates. If you guys watch that show, Beyond the Gates is not going to be on tomorrow or Friday. So we will go live sometime tomorrow afternoon to discuss this week's episodes, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday's episode, Monday, Tuesday, and today's episode of Beyond the Gates. I will go live tomorrow. I'm thinking we'll go live tomorrow about maybe 11 or noon to discuss Beyond the Gates. I'm thinking that. But yeah, you guys, that's all I got. I'll see you guys later. Bye, y'all.